Tom Hiddleston, university. Have you had any bad reviews? No.
Conversation.
To make a man feel good, Graham. No, I was in a play. I'd never, ever been professionally reviewed. And in the paper the next day was a British theatre critic who said I was completely out of place, too young, too rada, and projecting about as much masculinity as Graham Norton.
Wow. You are fabulous as Loki. Absolutely brilliant. But
yes.
Apparently you originally auditioned... No offence is meant by my incredulity here.
That's right.
But you originally auditioned for Thor.
Yep.
In the end, Ken, why did you go with this, then, in the end? Was it the longer hair? Was it...
I think it was the hair. I think it was really the...
That's my brother from another mother.
Tom Hiddleston, you have fan art, but such specific fan art.
There's a lot, yeah.
And does it all come from this one scene? Was it the first Thor movie with the spear?
Right, yeah. Yes, there's a scene in the first Thor film where I'm trying to attack Thor, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, with a spear. And I jump in the air, and he dodges out the way, and I bring the spear down, and it wedges itself into the floor. And then I use it to spin myself around and kick him in the chest, which has been interpreted by fans as a demonstration of my hidden talent at pole dancing.
Pole dancer!
Yeah.
No, seriously, there's so much of this. This is just one example of Loki really going for it on the pole.
Oh, my God.
Is that Japanese? By
And that's
chance?
what you wear in the movie.
In the Passage to India, there's an expedition to this cultural landmark called the Marabar Caves by elephant. I'm delighted to reveal that I played the front right leg of the elephant that Eddie was riding.
So there was 4 of you to make the elephant?
That's right, yeah.
And he was sitting on you?
He's sitting... We're holding a table with a cushion on top of it, and also a tablecloth to cover our faces, because our bodies are the elephant. Yes, so that
Sounds awful. And Bob, you know, as Tom was saying, I think a lot of young actors, they revere you, so they look to you. But the other thing you inspire is impressions, people doing impressions. Now, when people do impressions of you, is it like sort of nails on a chalkboard, or do you kind of enjoy it?
No, I kind of enjoy it, especially if they do it well. It's great. I love it.
I only ask. No, because any Hiddlestoners watching will know, Tom Hiddleston does impressions. You do impressions of lots of people. So who's in your canon?
It's a expression of admiration, just to be clear. So I do impressions of people that I admire, and I sort of listen to them. The first time I did an impression that anyone was aware of, I was just telling a story about Midnight in Paris, the Woody Allen film I was in, and how I'd never read the whole script, and I thought it was set in the 20s. And I turned up and I bumped into Owen Wilson, who didn't look like he was in the 20s at all. And I said to him, so wait, hang on, who are you playing? Because I'm playing F. Scott Fitzgerald, and I know Corey Stoll's playing Ernest Hemingway, and we're all playing figures of history. And he went, oh, no. I'm from now. I go back in time. There's a time machine. And, it's kind of cool, and it's kind of woody, and it's kind of awesome.
Very good.
I've been made to do impressions of my fellow Avengers. I think everyone does an impression of Christopher Walken, because he's such an easy kind of...
I feel like what this show needs is more cowbell. It depends on what you like me to say. Basically, there's no punctuation. Anything that comes out of my mouth.
I like that. I know whole pages of Heat.
You surprised me.
So there's the scene in the middle of the film, which you'll be familiar with. You were there.
The one person you don't need to explain it to.
So look, he remembers.
You're very good in this.
He remembers. Yeah. There's a scene in the middle of the film which is because Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. He's there. Sorry about this.
Don't worry.
They're separated, like a great thriller. They're separated for the entire film, and they meet twice, once at the end and once in the middle. And it takes place at a restaurant in LA. It's a great scene. It's one of the great pieces of screen acting you can hope to watch. There it is. There's a picture of it. It's like it's a mutual recognition of each other. Anyway, so there's a bit where they sit and have coffee and have tea and talk about stuff. I'm going on, I apologize. Anyway, so Al Pacino, at one point, Al Pacino says this. He goes, so, we're sitting here like a couple of regular fellas. I mean, you do what you do, I do what I gotta do. If I'm there and I gotta put you away, I won't like it. But if it's between you and some poor bastard whose wife you're gonna turn into a widow, brother, you are going down. And then Michael Mann cuts back to the esteemed gentleman at the end of the sofa. What if you do got me boxed in? I'm not gonna put you down. We've been face to face. Yeah. But I will not hesitate. Not for a second. That's my...
Is that where the Hiddlestoners came from Loki?
That's a whole other world I don't know about.
You know all about the Hiddlestoners.
They're very sweet, mostly benign. Yeah, there's a few of them.
And then the Hiddlestoners get Hiddleboners. This all comes from him, not me. I'm not making this. I'm not making this. This is him.
I don't know. I've never. That's something I haven't put out. I haven't put that out into. If you'll pardon the expression, I haven't extended that into the. No, they're generally, they're generally. I find myself lost for words.
Okay.
They're sweet and benign, and they're fans, and yeah.
I read unusually, as an actor, you negotiated, you lobbied for extra nudity.
I'm trying to sell the film, Tom. Gothic romance, how are you? Hello.
Well, Gothic romance it's about sexuality. It has to be sexy. And there is a love scene in the film. And Guillermo is like, dude, it's time to get naked, man. You have to show the world your buns. I was happy to do it. We discussed it often in these situations. The woman is more naked than the man, and we thought we would just redress the balance.
Can you yodel as Robert De Niro? All of your talents.
Let me check. No.
Can you give us a little yodel?
So it goes a little something like this. Oh, God, here we go. She's a low home, go home, and I am a low home, some blue. So, welcome back. So you've never been on the show.
Is that okay?
Yeah. I feel your pain, Bob.